Hello there, my beautiful Aquarius friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and thankful to each and every one of you for being here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every week. Now, Aquarius, I was called to do this reading where Spirit has asked me not to tap into any kind of energies outside of yourself. No planetary alignment energies. They're wanting to bring you a specific message today, something that is just for you. So what I'm going to do for you is open your reading with a Guardian Angel Oracle card. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards out of my tarot deck to see what message Spirit has for you, followed by a bonus card from the Spirit Animals Oracle deck, and then an angel number. So those of you that are watching today, if you've been seeing signs through animals or insects, repeating numbers or angel numbers, this is all going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So stay tuned for all of this, my beautiful friends. All right, Aquarius, let's call in Spirit and open up your reading. See what it is that you're meant to hear today. So we are getting for you nourishment. You need nourishment, Aquarius. So let's read the message of this card. Right now, you're receiving an energetic adjustment from your guardian angel. Allow golden light to flow into your aura and your body. Feel the divine power replenishing you once again. So once again, right now, you're receiving an energetic adjustment from your guardian angel. Allow golden light to flow into your aura and your body. Feel the divine power replenishing you once again. So look at that. Spirit is sending you nourishment. So they're wanting you to be open and receptive to that nourishment. They're wanting you to rest and really take care of your body, your wellness, your mental health as well. Okay, so let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. I don't know if any of you are seeing rainbows or rings around the sun. You know how sometimes the sun has a ring around it of light? Some of you might be seeing this, and this is coming in as a confirmation of this message. So 7 of Swords. I feel some of you are feeling blocked or disconnected from Spirit with this card. This is what's showing up here. And perhaps it's because there's a lot that you're carrying within you that isn't really doing anything for you, Aquarius. And I feel Spirit is asking you right now to release and let it go because you're deprived of energy. This is what I'm getting here, a deprived energy. And you're not able to move forward. It feels like you're blocked. So they're wanting you to take a look at what it is that you're carrying around and release and let it go. So 7 of Swords to start. We have the King of Swords. Gaining clarity, connecting to Spirit, having an open channel for Spirit to communicate through, right? So we need to balance things out in our lives right now, especially for some of you that are feeling you're experiencing instability somewhere. Okay, it's time to implement some sort of a practice, some sort of a routine in your daily schedule where you're feeling more centered. You're the only one that knows how you can do this, Aquarius, so they want you to find a way and implement it in your daily life. So that is the King of Swords. Next, we have the Hangman, and looking at your life differently, looking at your life through the lens of love, of abundance, growth, and positivity. I feel there is definitely a shift coming in, and maybe your life experience right now is actually shaping into something that you're meant to see through a different lens. Okay, now the Hangman is a major arcana card, so this energy is definitely prominent in some of your lives. However, it tends to be in the background. So some of you might feel this intensely, while others you're going to feel this subtly, okay? I also want you to use your own intuition with my reading. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. Not only will this strengthen your intuition, but you will also receive your own messages. So the Hangman here. Yep, so I feel Spirit is trying to shift the way that you're looking, and it feels like some of you might feel that the world is upside down. It's actually because your energy is upside down. So they're trying to realign you back to being centered. Okay, so this is what's coming through Spirit. Now, before I begin here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today, Aquarius. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs. All right, so what is going on in your life right now, Aquarius? Share with me in the comment section below. How are these cards showing up for you in your lives? This is really interesting because I feel generally you have really good focus. There's something that has accumulated over time here. Maybe this was over the past month, maybe over the past few months or year, maybe years. Whatever this is, you've carried something around and you've been picking things up and carrying them. This could be over your lifetime as well. This could be something that you've been carrying around, some of you, since your childhood. But what's happening is it feels like there's been a disconnect with spirit through this overwhelming weight that is hidden within you that you've been carrying. And right now, spirit is heavily trying to communicate with you, Aquarius. You can see the light here above this person. So what they need you to do is work on yourself. I feel this is going in really deep for you. For a lot of you, there's some shadow work that needs to be done, coming to terms with some of the things that we've experienced, some of the emotions that we're holding on to, and work on releasing them. Some of us aren't ready to do that, right? But I feel that if you were to start somewhere, you're going to see a lot of improvements, right? But you have to do this when you're wanting to do this. You have to choose to do this. And once you initiate this process, you have to follow through on it and allow yourself to pour that energy out that doesn't belong within you. Okay. And I feel that there's a major release that is coming through this card here. And I feel this major release is actually happening through that mental plane, through that energy within your mind, within your brain. There's some sort of data that was collected, some sort of connections, circuits that were formed within your mind here that happened over time. So we have this, they're wanting you to build different bridges, different circuits, different paths now. And this takes a little bit of energy, right? It's not easy to do this because we're breaking the rhythm and flow that you're in right now. Some of you are on autopilot and don't even realize there are things that you have been carrying within your mind, things that you have been thinking of, things that have been worrying you, causing you stress, anxiety, all these emotions that get tied to these thoughts. Some of you have been carrying this on autopilot without even realizing it. So what Spirit is trying to do is snap you out of autopilot so you can connect back, have an open channel. But we have to do the releasing first in order to create the room to actually connect. Right? So this is where you acknowledge where you are in your life. You're exactly where you need to be at this time as you're watching this reading, and start from there. Okay? Because that's where you're meant to start from. And I feel signs, synchronicities, all these kinds of things are coming in your life. Some of you are seeing them, some of you aren't. I feel when we don't see them, when we're like, I don't see anything, nothing's happening for me, it's that disconnect, right? So this is where Spirit is saying, okay, let's take a look at what's going on internally, because those of us that are in a life right now where we're unhappy, we're not experiencing the life that we actually desire, we're wanting to see improvements, but we're not seeing them. Okay, that's a reflection of what's happening inward. And sometimes we're like, well, it's not me inside. I feel totally fine. We're not actually open to actually see it because there's so much. And, you know, this could be, we all live a different life experience. We're all going to feel this differently. I could be totally wrong as I'm saying this, because some of you might not even be feeling this energy at all. But again, we're all at different places, different journeys, different parts of our spiritual journey, right? It's not going to be the same for everyone. So whatever this is for you, Aquarius, now is the time for you to release yourself from this. Talk to someone if there's pent-up energy that where you have resentments and things that people have done that have been weighing heavily on you, words that were spoken, these kinds of things. Talk about it, maybe even write it down, right? Find ways to release this energy, to make yourself like. Another way to do this is, Spirit is saying, channel this into something productive. That's another way that you can release it. And you never know what that might turn into. It could turn into a work of art. You just never know, right? So this is a breaking free from all that internal baggage that you're carrying here, Aquarius. And I feel now's the time for you to release this energy, because you need to be nourished. I feel this is you nourishing yourself. This is self-care, right? So we're getting the King of Swords, very balanced and centered energy. So some of us out there are really living a balanced and centered life, and perhaps, you know, we have things, little bits and pieces of things that happen in our lives that can throw us off this connection, right? For others, we've been in this space for a little while, or maybe this is a temporary thing for some of you, but what's happening is, this is the number 7 on this card, right? So something spiritual is happening here for you. This could be a breakthrough for some of you, where you are waking up and connecting to a spiritual experience. Something that you've never experienced before, and that is now opening you up to your spiritual journey, right? So here you've mastered it. Here you are in this energy where you understand, okay, this is where I'm meant to be. This is my purpose. And I know that everything that is happening, that is coming before me and unfolding, is meant to be something that I'm meant to experience, right? And you have clarity, you have focus. So you've implemented practices in your life where you have put yourself into a system that works for you, right? So ultimately what Spirit is asking you to do here, Aquarius, is create a system, a routine, some sort of a regular schedule in your life where you implement practices that keep you aligned and centered, and actually stick to the schedule no matter what, how you're feeling or whatever it is that you're going through. You want to stick to this regime, whatever this is for you, this ritual in your life, in order to keep yourself centered and balanced. And maybe you're experiencing something in your life right now that's challenging you to actually create the stability, to create the centered, balanced place, because things might feel like they're all over the place. And it's because they're all over the place inside of you. A lot of the times I feel that when we have a lot of swords weight that we're carrying, these could be words that have hurt us, right? Swords, if you take the first S off, it turns into words. Words that we're carrying around, said by someone or said by ourselves. Now, the opposite of this could be words and things that you're using as strength. That comes through the King of Swords, right? Where you have taken some of these swords and now you're building strength through them. Those could be words. It's kind of like you're turning your fears into your greatest strengths. That's the energy. You're like flipping the energy over. You're a magician, Aquarius. Some of you are really good at flipping things to see the better of situations rather than the worst, right? You look at your life as the cup half full. I've been using this term, the cup half full, because you could either look at it half full or half empty, right? And what I'm getting here is this version of you that is emerging in this world right now through the experience that you're experiencing, through you releasing, letting go, and creating strength and stability in your life. So these swords, rather than using it as something that is weak and pulling you down, let's flip these swords over the other way and use them as strength, right? Use them as power. These are reflections and things that we can see that we've gone through, and the lessons that we have learned, and use that as growth opportunities, right? So this is what's happening here. Spirit is trying to show you here that you have a lot of power, and if you feel that you don't, it's because you need nourishment. Okay, spiritual nourishment. Energy I'm getting from the sun that is coming in as well. And again, some of you might be seeing rings around the sun, maybe even rings around a cloud, even like a rainbow and stars in the sky, maybe even during the day. It's really interesting how they're showing me the images of this card. So they're really wanting to connect with you because they're wanting to give you guidance. I feel this is a part of a bigger picture for you. Some of you are light workers that are being activated, right? So they need your participation, active participation in the activation of this light. And it can feel like our world is upside down. It could feel like internally we are upside down. You know, things feel chaotic. It just feels like a tornado just blasted through our lives, and we're like there after the fact, having to pick up the pieces and things like that, right? Ultimately, what's happening here is, I get this with the Hangman all the time, that I feel sometimes we are upside down. It's not the world that's upside down. And all that's happening right now through the situation we're going through is turning us back around to see things a little bit more clearly. So I really feel that for some of us, life is a little bit confusing. We're uncertain about how to move through life or specific situations in our lives, especially if we haven't experienced those situations that we're facing in the time that we're facing them, right? And this really challenges us. It really makes us sometimes even question ourselves, life in general, like what is this life? Like where am I? Why am I here? What's happening, right? I'm getting this kind of energy for some of you, and Spirit is trying to get you centered here and show you what it is that life is made of and what you're here for, the purpose of you. I feel this is being channeled, and what I'm getting here through the Hangman card is this light, this connection. It's like a little tunnel that is sending you information, connecting to you. And it's a lot of light that is coming in. It's touching your auric field here as well. Aquarius, there's an expansion happening here, information, knowledge that is coming in, and maybe there's an overload somewhere in your life of something that is creating this like friction, it's like someone hit the brakes, and all of a sudden, because you hit the brakes, the wheels and the pegs are falling off your car, or like there's something here that is speedy but hits the brake, and all of a sudden things like bolts fly off, things like springs are coming off and things like that. It's just like Jack in the Box. You know how the clown jumps out of the box? It feels like that kind of an energy for some of you. And this is where Spirit is trying to get you to gather some of that chaos and take that chaos and structure it. Structure in the way that you want to structure it. And remember, we are the creators of our reality, co-creators. Spirit is right now working, and I feel that it's pushing away things that need to be pushed away from your life. So I'm seeing some of you letting things go as you're moving through your journey right now. Some of you are even picking up pieces and trying to make sense of it. There's a lot that can happen within this tunnel of this like funnel or tornado. This is kind of what I'm seeing, you in the middle of it. And it's hitting the sky. It's hitting the, like it's going into heaven, like it's going into source. Like there's something happening here for some of you, and I'm getting a breakthrough. I'm getting some sort of an awakening, some sort of an epiphany, something is happening here. It's very bright too. So I'm seeing a really shiny bright light, and that is all I'm seeing is light. So some of you have seen the light. Some of you are being activated to start your light work journey. Okay, so a lot that is going on here for you, Aquarius, but know that everything is happening for a purpose. You're going to actually connect with your purpose, your path, I feel, through whatever is going on right now in your life. So you'll have to share with me what that is. Some of you are on your journey, your spiritual journey, and you have practices and things that allow you to stay centered and balanced, so you're not flying around in a tornado trying to figure things out or get your balance. Right? You've created that structure within that tornado so you can stay in that calm. It's the eye of the storm. I feel sometimes we're all in the eye of the storm. It comes in and goes, but we are the ones that get to create this stability, this foundation where we remain in that eye of the storm and stay centered and move in the way that we want, right? So really interesting that analogy came in. I've been thinking about that for a little while now. So I'm going to pull a bonus card for you from the Spirit Animals Oracle deck here, Aquarius, and read you the interpretation from the guidebook. So it comes with an oracle message and a protection message. I'm going to read them both to you today. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself here, Aquarius, especially your physical body, your body temple, your mind, body, and spirit. I feel that Spirit is actually showing you that it's time now to actually focus on your well-being, to take care of yourself, especially because there's so much work coming ahead that you're actually going to really enjoy. It's a part of your purpose and path, and you're going to know this when it comes in. Okay, so allow yourself to be open and receptive, and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Okay, so let's pull a card here and see what it is that Spirit wants to share with you. Flamingo Spirit. Embrace the in-between. Look at that. So how many of you are seeing flamingos? This is coming in as confirmation. The number 26 is on this card. So this could be a number that some of you are seeing somewhere in your life. This is coming in as a confirmation, but also those of you that were born on the 26th, this is coming up as a confirmation as well. So let's pull the interpretation and read that to you here. Those of you looking for timing, I'm getting 26 days, 26 weeks, and 26 hours around the message of this card. All right, so the oracle message for you today is balance comes easily to Flamingo Spirit, who sees what was and what will be and stands strong in the face of uncertainty. You can be informed by what came before and plan for a future yet to be, but do not resist Flamingo Spirit's call to be fully present in the now, where the real magic happens. With one foot in life, you are moving away from and one in the future as you become the one who leads the life of your highest intentions. You must make peace with the fact that you are not fully in either place. Embrace the in-between here, Aquarius. The presence of flamingo spirit is also a sign that your creativity is arising within you and opportunities are beginning to present themselves. Remain here in a balanced state of mind, for there is much to know and learn before going forward with new plans. You can trust this moment and yourself as you take in what you see and become aware of all that you are experiencing in this in-between time. The protection message here for you is, if you're feeling nervous and wobbly, stop worrying about the past and the future. Instead, be present in the moment, balancing. For now is the space in which creativity arises. Creativity is your birthright here, Aquarius, but if you're moving too quickly in an attempt to avoid the discomfort of transition, you can blind yourself to the miraculous possibilities that are before you now and those just coming into being. The past has its lessons and planning has its merits. But right now you may be imbalanced because you're becoming too nostalgic for what once was or too anxious about what the future might hold. There is time to plan carefully. For now, be still and know that Spirit is here, co-creating with you in this moment. The next step will appear when it needs to appear. Relax into a state of equanimity and balance so any anxiety can transmute into trust and faith that all will be as it will be for the highest good. So look at that flamingo spirit here for you today, Aquarius. Let's go ahead and pull an angel number. So those of you that are watching, you might have been seeing angel numbers or repeating numbers in your life. This is going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So we are getting here 50-50, making progress. You are going to make progress here, Aquarius. So if you're seeing 50-50 anywhere in your life, this is a confirmation of this message. You're becoming your highest self. I feel this is what that connection to that funnel is you becoming your highest self. It's time to start taking steps because you are advancing. You're going to feel the energy of being advanced, especially through experiencing a breakthrough and personal growth. This has to do with your spiritual and personal evolution, Aquarius. So this is your reading today. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching.